Hey America, Chef John, Ghetto, Gourment. I'm back. We're at the baking powder. Says cut in lard. Where's that? 4 to 6 tablespoons. You know we're gonna use butter in my house. She said cut in lard, or you can do it like my grandma does with her hands, and that's exactly the way I do it. Alright, and then she wants warm milk, and it was, and of course we're going to put a little vanilla in here. Alright. So 4 to 6, if we're doing a third, so 2 tablespoons about. And next, 1 1/4 cups warm milk, which means I know. So much easier when it's percentages, you just multiply stuff instead of trying to do this crazy English. So that's what is that? That's 1/8 of a cup. Alright? And 2 of them would be, how many quarters? That would be 10 quarters altogether, and I need 3. So we need 3 of these, right? Alright? A little bit because we're going to do mixing and my pipe wasn't lined up. Y'all didn't see me choking, did you? I have milk coming out my nose, out my ear balls. Wow, gotta warm this up, all right. I do remember the grease has got to be hot. I mean, like dangerously hot. All right, I talk about grease being hot before, but we're gonna have some seriously hot grease here. All right. Heating up the milk. Gotta have salt in it. All right. And yeah, traditionally, see, I made this when I worked at the, excuse me, I'm still sucking up milk. I got jokes. When I was at the, I'll listen to that podcast later. Yeah, I guess I'll do it, man. I've got a buddy who speaks Chinese, too. I was talking to him about putting my stuff out in China and putting it out multilingual. I think that'd be a good idea. Alright, so I cut that in. Salt. Milk. That's warm, alright. That's hot. We want warm milk. Right? That's warm. And just because I can, have a great man. So we needed how much? 1 1/4. That's right. I had it all measured out, didn't I? Hold on. I'll make it work. A little vanilla, a little more vanilla. And I remember doing this before. Put a little sugar in there. Alright. This thing is so great, but I get a new one. Gotta get a new one. It's got a crack. A new one. I gotta go find a piece of plastic and cut it with a knife and make one. That's what I gotta do. You know what I mean? Unless you've been really, really poor. I mean, like, all right, when you're in a jail cell and you ain't got no money and somebody gives you a cup, you'll make that cup last a long time. A paper cup, you'll make the paper cup last 2 weeks in a jail cell. Look at how that came together. That's pretty cool. And it said, yeah, just keep doing this. It said to fold it, but I'm not going to fold it. I'm going to actually put a little bit more flour in here. Because I kind of, after a while, I get the feel of dough. I know when that's still a little soft. Oops, what am I doing? Alright. Sopaphillas. Look, I got black on. I'm always, yeah. Do I always have black on? Sometimes. I wear different clothing. I hate this having to wear A-shirts all the time. I'd like to be able to put on some normal clothing, you know. I'd like to be normal too, just like you guys, man. Unless you're handicapped or crazy or just generally not a social norm like myself. Hurrah to you and your differences. And so here's our dough. And that over there. Make some room. Spin my deck. Get my sponge off my deck. I don't like my sponge on my deck. I didn't say that. I don't like my sponge on my deck. That's what I said. Alright, and the grease has been on at like 4. Alright. So anyways, look man, if you want a job, I'll tell you how to get a job in the culinary industry. If somebody wants a job, looking for somebody, you look up their restaurant, you look up the corporation, you look at what their mission statement is, you go to where they are, you find out who the managers are if you can, you find out what type of food it is. I went for a kitchen manager chef position, and I researched. I went to the library, I looked stuff up, I made this dish right here and brought it in on my second interview. You know, I said I'm gonna take a look at some things, and that's how I got my second interview, was by looking their stuff up. Now see how paper thin that is? Okay. All right, we're frying, so you know how I am about that. We're just gonna have to deal with what. So I don't like cutting the table. Oh, I can. I just don't use something sharp, right? Be smarter than the table. See, I didn't work very well, did it? I want sharp edges. Roof. All right. All right. You're coming over here, so, because all I'm doing over here is putting this in, cutting this in little triangles. All right, everybody. And you're gonna watch the grease for a second. I mean, if you can turn your head. Oh, I'm right here. Oh my God, be careful. Oh God, don't fall. You guys are always being so like careless and just goofing off, and man, what if somebody actually gets hurt, man? What if somebody like pokes an eyeball out or like leaves a thumb in the fryer, man, and then serves it to somebody like it's like a jalapeno popper? So, all right, you see how thin I got there? So we're gonna take one. We're gonna test this, and with this recipe, I need to get a little right here. Alright. That's hot as shit. So it's gonna work. I don't need to test it. Look at that. Yep. Alright. and you sprinkle. Woo, look at that. Look at that. Oh, you can't see it. Dang it. Let go. Caught in the drawer. Woo, that grease was hot. Alright, we're going to do the rest. That grease is hot. Working. See, look at that puff up right away. Yeah. Turn the grease down. Yeah. Beautiful. And that's it practically. Yep. And I'm going to turn the heat off because that grease is hot as hell and I only got 2 more to do right now. And I guess I'll stall the rest. See how it puffs up? That's perfect like that. Whoa, don't splash myself. And then you're supposed to wash the grease over the top like that. See how it puffs even more, and then you flip it. This grease is really hot. Normally I don't get them this dark. I get them a little lighter. And there it is. Sopaphillas. That cost me, what? Ow! Hot grease, very hot pan. I should use cooler on that. That cost me what? Hardly anything at all, man. Alright, let's get something on there. I'm just going to do granulated sugar just like that. Alright. Fire's off. All that oil's off. Alright. That. Powdered sugar, but don't work well if you don't have a sifter, man. Pain in the ass. Crush it with your hand. And there's a traditional sauce. You can make it with honey, alright, or you can serve with cinnamon and sugar, what I'm doing a little bit here. Alright, I'm going to take some of these, covered with all that powdered sugar, put them over there, and I'll put some honey on these right here. Alright, and we'll put cinnamon sugar on these. Alright. So cinnamon sugar is traditional. These are made all the way as far north in traditional region in Texas. They are very traditional Hispanic, and they're high end, like they're a specialty, man. This is their snack, their treat. And the way they puffed up, man, that grease was at like 400, 375. So listen. Oh my God. Alright. I could take this right now and make a little sauce out of vanilla, heavy cream, no milk, like a bechamel, but we keep it sweet. Put vanilla in it and a little bit of sugar, maybe an egg, make it kind of like custard come up. Alright, so Sopaphillas, Chef John to Ghetto Gourmet. Want to eat better in your home? Sounds like fun, huh? Peace.